Apple removed ICEBlock from the App Store after the Trump administration's demand. Strava is suing Garmin in a bizarre patent infringement lawsuit. And Threads is getting a communities feature for better conversations. It's Friday, October 3rd, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. Apple has removed ICEBlock from the App Store. The app allowed users to put a pin on a map to show where ICE agents have recently been spotted. It has also pulled other apps that served a similar purpose. According to Fox Business, Attorney General Pam Bondi demanded their takedown, telling Apple that the apps were designed to put ICE agents at risk just for doing their jobs. Bondi added that violence against law enforcement is an intolerable red line that cannot be crossed. Apple issued a statement saying, "We created the App Store to be a safe and trusted place to discover apps. Based on information we've received from law enforcement about the safety risks associated with ICEBlock, we have removed it and similar apps from the App Store." Bondi demanded the app's removal after the FBI and the administration reported that the gunman who attacked an ICE facility in Dallas used tracking apps, including ICEBlock, to open fire from a rooftop. The gunman killed 2 immigrants and injured a third, but he was allegedly targeting ICE agents. Joshua Aaron, the app's developer, told Fox News that he was incredibly disappointed by Apple's actions. He said, "Capitulating to an authoritarian regime is never the right move." Apple has claimed they received information from law enforcement that ICEBlock served to harm law enforcement officers. This is patently false. Aaron added, "We are determined to fight this with everything we have. Our mission has always been to protect our neighbors from the terror this administration continues to rain down on the people of this nation." ICEBlock climbed to the top of the App Store charts in July after administration officials slammed it, making more people aware of its existence. At the time, officials warned Aaron that they were looking at him and he better watch out because the app threatens the lives of law enforcement agents. NBC News reported that it was downloaded more than 1 million times since it was introduced. Tom Homan, the administration's border czar, recently told Fox News that the government will investigate the people who put these apps up because they put law enforcement at great risk. Fitness tech appears to be having a strange spat. Earlier this week, Strava filed a lawsuit alleging that Garmin infringed on its patents for 2 features related to tracking exercise routes, segments, and heat maps. It's also claiming that Garmin violated a master cooperation agreement by developing its own heat map feature. The complaint, via The Verge, is seeking a permanent injunction to stop Garmin from selling any items with segments or a heat map feature, which would amount to a majority of Garmin's hardware products, as well as its Connect tracking program. The lawsuit on its own is a surprise. Strava and Garmin are 2 major players in fitness tech that have been working together for about a decade. The pair have a number of integrations between their platforms. It also seems unlikely that Strava will make much headway with the case. DC Rainmaker, which first picked up on the lawsuit, has a thorough timeline of the company's patent filings that strongly suggests the arguments will not hold any water in court. It's also strange that these alleged infringements, by Strava's own assertions, began a long time ago, and yet the company is only taking issue with them now. But the situation got even stranger when Strava Chief Product Officer Matt Salazar took to Reddit to give some insight into why the company is taking such aggressive action against a frequent partner. According to Salazar's post, Strava is invoking the lawyers because Garmin is adopting new developer guidelines for API partners that required the Garmin logo to be present on every single activity post, screen, graph, image, sharing card, etc. Although he frames it as a move to protect users' data, the argument sounds more like a petty complaint that Garmin is putting its brand on the data its products are used to collect. It's a weird lawsuit, and hopefully one that will not cause any disruptions for either company's customers. Now that Threads has grown to more than 400 million users, Meta is adding more features that could help the platform establish an identity. The company is testing a new Communities feature that creates dedicated spaces for people to chat about specific topics and interests. Meta described the feature as an evolution of its custom feeds and topic tags, with the goal of creating casual spaces for you to share unique takes on topics like basketball or TV with other people who love them too. The company has already created more than 100 communities around topics that already have large followings on the platform, like NBA threads, book threads, and tech threads. Several users have already reported seeing the feature and joining these spaces over the last few days. Meta says that leading voices in these communities will get to add blue badges to their profiles to showcase their involvement in the groups. For now, community feeds don't look all that different from Threads topics feeds, but there are subtle differences. According to Meta, posts and communities will be ranked to surface more relevant posts higher up in the feed. The app's current topic-based feeds tend to be more of a random jumble of posts from anyone who has tagged the topic. And when you're browsing a community's feed, liking posts will trigger a custom emoji, like a basketball for the NBA Threads community. Meta is not the first to try out the idea. Twitter created a communities feature back in 2021, and X said last year that the feature had seen a 495% jump in user active minutes. Communities could also make Threads feel more cohesive. Since Threads' algorithm so heavily emphasizes recommended posts from random, unconnected accounts, users have regularly complained about the app's feed. Now, Meta says that the communities people join will also influence the content they see in their main feed. So, joining more communities could help tune its recommendations overall. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Mariella Moon, Anna Washenko, and Carissa Bell, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back on Monday with more tech news from Engadget.